Hey guys, this is Rob Shoecraft with 3 Storm Fitness. And first of all, my daughter's filming right now. She's 10, so she's pretty confident. Thank you, Caroline. You guys can be the judge though. Look for any fingers or anything. Or, I saw that. Alright, so I want to reveal to you my latest garage gym kind of invention, I guess you could say. I call this the Herc'n Landmine configuration. In honor of the Sorinex Hurricane, which is what inspired this, although a little bit of like hammer strength kind of machines inspired this. Also, that's Herc'n is what they refer to Hurricane in West Virginia, which is our neighboring state, just right across the street basically. And also Hercules and Cool Herc, Godfather of hip hop, throw him in too. So, what that configuration is, Caroline, can you come here for a second? So, what I have here is a Titan, hang on a second. Caroline, keep filming. A Titan pin pivot, safety Pike pivot system, which is like, here's a Black Widow one. I got another one of those. So basically what that does is, who you filming right now, Caroline, me or the? Okay, film me.
Both. Okay.
All right, well, let's call it both. So, we got this pipe system. You guys have seen this before. I made videos before. You're probably familiar with it. If you're not, they're awesome. But just by themselves, they're cool. A barbell goes in here. It goes up and down. Problem is, maybe it's a problem, maybe not, depending on what you're doing. It doesn't swivel. Well, you have the, here you can film me, Caroline. You also have, I don't know if you guys can see me or not. Can you see, Caroline? Is it the sun?
You're dark.
Okay, come over here. So you have kind of the classic landmine attachment, which goes into a few 45-pound plates or whatever, and then that swivels around, does whatever. The limitation to both of those designs is that you can't adjust the height. So if you want to kind of have more control over your arc, or you want to be kind of come in, basically that's what it comes down to, is controlling the arc depending on the movement you're trying to accomplish. Like right now, I have it set up for an incline bench press. I'll talk about the rest here. Well, let's just keep talking. So come in closer. So what I've done is I've taken the safety pipe deal. This is from Titan Fitness. So is this. The reason I went for Titan instead of my favorite kind of go-to landmine, which is Black Widow, is quite frankly I didn't know if this was going to work or not. And Titan's a heck of a lot cheaper. So I got I think this was I'm going off of memory here, maybe 20 bucks for the pair of these, and I think these were about 25 bucks each. So what's the math there? 70 bucks-ish?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wasn't really
whatever. I was willing to take the risk. So then I did, here, Caroline, come over here. Check out this bolt here. So what I have here is, and I don't want to take this out all the way, but I have I have my buddy Brad, thank you Brad, who has a drill press. Drill a hole through here. And I put a grade 8 bolt through there, which is like this is a quarter inch hole, 3/8 bolt. Put that through there with a couple of washers. I just hand tighten it. Grade 8, I'm told, is like for tractors, so this thing will not shear. That's what the guy at the store told me. Those are like, I don't know, 89 cents, something like that. Then I take 2 barbells, just trash barbells. I mean, you could buy these. You could probably find people giving them away. These are just old barbells that I got I'd go buy some weight from somebody used on Facebook or Craigslist or whatever, and somebody would just throw these in. So barbells are super easy to find. You don't really need anything super special, at least so far I haven't. Then over here at the end, got a couple things going on. Number one, I got my Pro-Lock collars. You could use any collar you want. It's a standard barbell, so you shouldn't have any problem. I just put Pro-Locks on here for the video. And that's just so this doesn't slide, the weight doesn't slide around. And then over here I have a Titan Fitness gnarly handles, which, as I mentioned in the review, are based on the righteous handles that Black Widow makes. The cool thing about these handles is you have a neutral grip, you have canted or like an angled grip, which is a little more shoulder friendly, just different positions you could do, and then of course the standard grip. So like I said, right now, oh gosh, yeah, this is pretty darn important. This was, believe it or not, was probably this piece here. So this is, I've tried multiple configurations here, but these are Black Widow squat platforms. I've reviewed those before. And I found these to be the best to kind of act as, you know, on a Sorinex machine you have, you control the height where the arms come out. You control how high up you want to go. So you control basically, again, the angle. This you can control both sides, so you can really narrow it down if you want to. I'm not trying to say it's better at all. I mean, the machine is probably worth the $4,000 it costs, but this is a lot cheaper, and you do have a little bit more control. It's just a little more clunky. Anyways, I tried the pin pipes, the safety, these things, over on this side, and the reason I decided against that was because the spacing in the holes is just too far apart. You got about 8 inches here, 7, 8 inches, and it's not enough to really narrow it down for a lot of things, especially the pressing movements. I tried a barbell across, but you have a lot of sliding and a lot of extra play with the barbells I don't like. So, and then I put these on there. And actually, I kind of use these. So basically, I have these are just Rogue J hooks. This is my Rogue R4. I don't think I mentioned that. The J hook in, and then when I want to change the configuration out, I just bring it up here, boom, put it on there, do my thing. When I'm done, set up the platform. I put this back down. Boom, and I got that there. Hopefully that makes sense. So I tried J hooks. The problem with that is they get in the way. There's like no sweet spot of a starting place and an end range of motion. These are great for starting, like starting the lift if you're doing a chest press, which I swear I will do in a second. And but the problem is when you're benching, they get in the way. So they get in the way of your range of motion. So I found the Black Widow platforms to be the sweet spot. This is just a Iron Master Super Bench. I've talked about this quite a bit. It's been in a lot of my videos. So I got this set up. I try to get kind of close to like a hamstring type incline setup. So I'm going to use my angle grips here, showing here. So I'm just going to lift this off, boom, come up. So you know, I have independent use here. I can kind of go in and out. I can use this however I want to get a real natural motion. Again, like the Hurricane, not the same, I know. But you know, you got the spotter arms. It's really easy to load. There's an obvious safety risk. Anytime you're working with any of this stuff, I make sure everybody's like 50 feet away because stuff can slide off. You got to account for a lot of different things. This is just this just goes straight off here. So I haven't had any problem with these sliding off yet, but you know it's a possibility I have to accept. So this is definitely kind of like, and it's a bit janky, but it's pretty sweet. So let's say I want to switch to a different configuration. Oh, first of all, you know, you got, for a lot of stuff, it's real easy. You know, if you're doing like any kind of like standing overhead press, you know, to get it in position, it's not too bad. And you can, of course, change the angles, whatever. I would probably put the platforms like right about there if I was going to do it. That'll work. That's another thing. I'm glad I did that. Kind of the downside. It's a plus and a minus at the same time. If you saw when I brought this down, this pivot here kind of slides out and it can slide back in. It makes it nice because again you have that free movement. It makes it kind of dangerous though because the barbell could potentially slide out. You got a little extra play in there. Sometimes it gets frustrating. Haven't had too much of a problem though. Maybe a version 2, I might put another hole in here and then tighten that down with like another bolt, something like this that you have on these little handles you have. I'm going to put out a lot of videos. That's my plan anyway. I've been playing with multiple configurations. Here's what I would recommend if you want to build this. If you're going to build something similar, I would recommend writing down all of your different exercises that you do with this thing and how high the front is, how high the back is, so that you can reproduce it on the fly. Otherwise, it takes a bit of trial and error. So that's what I would recommend. I got a list in Evernote running about 10 different exercises in different configurations. I've done lateral raises, flies on this, believe it or not, are awesome. Incline flies. I've done seated overhead presses. I've done flat bench, cleans. I don't love landmine cleans in general, but I'm really trying to nail those down. Front squats, deadlifts, radiant deadlifts, all sorts of different row variations. Unlike the Sorinex Hurricane, you can't, well, you probably could, but I'm not going to. You can't really do like pull-ups and push-ups. Again, you know, you're talking about the $4,000 American-made beastly machine that Sorinex makes versus, you know, this barbell that's been in Joe Lifter's basement for 45 years. I'm not about to do a pull-up on it, but, you know, whatever. That's what this is for, right? Okay, so that's about it. You guys have questions about it? You let me know. I'm pretty excited, if you can't tell. I've been working on this thing in my brain for like 2 years. I finally decided to pull the trigger on it and put it together, and so far I'm pretty darn pleased. So, yeah, I'll link to a bunch of stuff. Keep an eye out for more videos. I'll probably do a write-up on my website exactly like how I did what, and yeah, I'll quit talking. Thank you, Caroline, for shooting the video.